Hi guys, so a little bit of a different vlog today, I take it. I just wanted to kind of discuss with you what it feels like to be in shielding for such a long time, and hopefully that anybody else out there who has felt the same as I have realizes that although it does feel like you're on your own, and I definitely feel like that sometimes, that you're not. There is other people going through exactly the same situation as you, probably having the same thoughts and feelings as yourself. So for me, I qualified as a nurse last October. Well, I started working last October in Edinburgh on a ward, and I'm not saying it was easy. It was quite a struggle to start with, actually, going from being a student to being a fully qualified nurse and having to take on that responsibility so quickly that everything lands on you. The buck stops there. And I was struggling a wee bit, I have to say. And thankfully, I worked with a really nice crowd, and they do help you through. They help me through anyway, that's for sure. So by about April, I was thinking, okay, I'm starting to get used to this, and all of a sudden I was told I can't go back to work because the risk of being introduced to COVID-19 would be too great. And just to give you a little bit of background about myself, 2007 I had kidney cancer, and my kidney was taken away for that exact reason. So I only have one kidney, which, if I did get COVID-19, would put me in a bit of a dire situation if things went bad. So I believe it has been causing people to have renal failure and stuff. And with one kidney left, just my little baby there, I kind of wanted to protect it. So in a way, I was kind of glad to be told that I was needing to shield. But as time went on, I started to feel quite anxious. Every time I was seeing anything on TV, I was worried sick about it. I thought, if anybody infects me, I'm going to die. All these horrible things, even through getting food delivered to your house. I was thinking, oh God, what is on this packaging? Is there anything I need to worry about? And I think things just got a little bit out of hand. I was constantly worried about things. And as you know, I am with Ray, and Ray is probably one of the most caring people you could ever wish to know. And even with his reassurance, there were times I was just, you just say, oh yeah, I know what you mean, but deep down inside, it just doesn't feel right. And then I'd say about a month and a half ago, so that's kind of halfway through the lockdown, I just became what I can only describe as being depressed. I was struggling with anger issues. I was constantly feeling angry in my head, and poor Ray would kind of have to listen to me rant about something very unnecessary. I can't even think of an explanation for it. It's just, I just woke up and I would be feeling angry, and I think it became a realization that I was also scared about going back to work now, because I'd been off for such a long time. I felt I was starting to get on top of being a nurse, and now this is my 14th week away from it. And I just feel like going back now to me would just be starting from scratch. And that thought terrifies me, absolutely terrifies me, because it was difficult. And I feel like I'll probably go back and I'll have 6 months of being difficult again. So, as I said, there was days I've been waking up feeling so low, so scared. And the next thing we get told that shielding is getting lifted a wee bit and we're allowed to go out. So the Friday after we were told we could go out, we went for a nice walk, me and Ray. God, we were out for about 3 hours just walking and walking and walking. I could smell everything in the air. It's like I could hear the birds, the bees, the flies, everything. I was so super hyper sensitive to anything that was passing me by. It was amazing. Came home, had a cup of tea, and then couldn't move. My whole body was in pure aching because I hadn't really exercised like that. Now, as you know, if you watch some of our videos, we do exercise in the house. While I was in lockdown, I decided, maybe I should be losing weight rather than gaining it. And thankfully I have. I'm about 1.5 stone, I think, lighter. But it was nothing compared to just having a 3-hour walk. And I do 13-hour shifts. And I was thinking, God, would my whole body just lock up after I do a 13-hour shift? And then when we're out and about, I am constantly scanning if there's people anywhere near me, and I'm kind of making an awkward movement to cross the road or to jump on a wall or to walk on the grass or just anything to avoid these poor people. For the first few days I had a mask on, didn't really need a mask. I wasn't in concealed places at all because we're still not allowed to do that. So I just wanted to say this because over the last week or so, I've probably been feeling the lowest I've felt. And purely because I'm worried sick about what the future's holding at the moment. I'm worried about going back to work. I'm worried about not going back to work. I'm worried about, can I cope with what's going on at work, and how, as a nurse, am I going to be protected from COVID? Because people are asymptomatic at times. They can come in with nothing wrong with them, well, apart from the other ailments they were brought into hospital with, and they could have COVID and pass it on. And with all the best will in the world of PPE and everything, it's just things that run through your head. And I feel, and I know it's not true, but I do feel that sometimes they forgot about us, that so much is going on in the hospital and all around and everything that goes with that, that they forgot about the people that were shielding, and the support is lacking, I guess. I strangely don't know what I expect them to do, but I just feel like you're just left on your own, and you have so much time. You have so much time just stuck in the house doing nothing. I mean, I've gone through all sorts: knitting, painting by numbers, started to buy plants to the house, all those little things that didn't really mount to anything. It was just something to do. And I suppose out of all of it, the vlogging for YouTube has been a saving grace, because I actually really enjoy doing this. It's something we're looking forward to being able to do a lot more when total lockdown is over and we can move about a bit more freely and do our usual things of, yes, going to restaurants, although it'll be different. We can still go and we can still appreciate and enjoy a night out, because I look at small things now and really find the appreciation for them. Like yesterday, finding we had 3 more subscribers on this channel, and I was so excited because somebody somewhere likes kind of what we're doing, and to think that somebody really wants to watch that is nice. So just to bring this to a close, because I don't want to rabbit on about feeling down and low, I just wanted anybody out there who feels the same as I do to please leave a message, and I can get in touch with you, or we can help each other. doesn't matter where you are in the world. It is a horrible feeling when you're so anxious about just being outdoors and living at the moment, which is so out of your normal self. I am a very, very outgoing person. I am very sociable, and for the last 14 weeks, having none of that social connection or being able to see my friends properly, to hug people, to work along people. I've never been out of work since the day I left school, and that's a long time ago. So for all of that to accumulate within 14 weeks or so has been difficult to cope with. And I just wanted to share with everybody out there, if you feel the same, you're not alone. It's like we're all in the same boat, as they say. You might be sinking in different ways, but there is people out there to help you, and there's people like me that you can contact, and hopefully I can contact you, and maybe we can help each other out of these situations. So I'm going to close it up there, because as I said, I don't want to rabbit on and make it feel like a pity party, because it's not a pity party at all. I just wanted to let you know how I feel. So take care of yourselves, look after each other, don't be afraid to say how you feel, because in all fairness to Ray, I think the fact that I am quite open with my feelings and tell him this is how I'm feeling, so this is nothing to do with you as such, why I'm being grumpy and why I'm being narky at you, and he thankfully understands that totally. That's the way he is, and that's why I love him so much. But yeah, we're there to help each other.